To all of my fellow applicants out there applying for KCU or Cenat Streamer University, first off, just want to say good luck to you. Hope you get accepted, honestly. But if you don't, it's not that big of a deal. What you need to know about this whole thing is it needs to be a wake-up call for you as a person if this is what you want. There's going to be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people who don't stream, who don't make content, or have inconsistently in the past, or aren't hard grinding right now, who are going to apply. It is going to make the numbers absolutely bloated. So honestly, if you get accepted, it isn't a necessarily thing of, oh, I'm accepting you because you're hardworking, or more so, I'm not accepting you because you aren't hardworking. Kai is a very smart person. He said he wants to highlight a lot of people who are very small creators who no one knows, because that's kind of the point. And he also has probably poured millions of dollars into this whole operation, so he's not going to just pick people who don't deserve it, who are undeserving. There's probably a lot of people out there that deserve this opportunity, but there's only a limited number of spots. Now he's going to do more, but at the end of the day, you don't need this. And even if you do get accepted, it might not change your life. It definitely can. It definitely has the opportunity to. But I guarantee you there will be people who are accepted, who go, who have a great time, learn a lot, and go home, and they're at the same viewership. In any field that you work in, knowledge is power. The more you know, the easier it is. And don't get discouraged when one guy does go, and he walks into it with a 50 viewer average to a 10,000 viewer average. That is bound to happen. There's going to be a lot of eyes on this thing, a lot of different streamers, a lot of different communities, maybe even mainstream media that are going to see this. And so the likelihood that one person actually gets their life changed during the course of this is very high. So don't get discouraged when that one person gets it and you're sitting at home thinking to myself, dang, it could have been me. Because it will be you if you continue to work hard. I think the number one thing that you can do in life, whether you want to be a content creator, you want to be an entrepreneur, or you want to work at McDonald's, you just have to show your work ethic. Obviously, when it comes to content, a big selling point is you as a person, what your personality is, or what your creativity is, or your execution on it. Now, you really can't show that to someone if I just go and hop in a call with them. Maybe I can be funny, but not everyone's that type of funny guy. But what you can do is when no one's looking at you and you're working hard, people can then look and be like, oh, okay, even when no one's giving them the opportunity, even when nothing looks like it's going right, he's still working. He still wants this. That shows your worth ethic. That shows that you want this. And that is the main selling point that you can give yourself as someone who is small in the world. The tweet dropped yesterday and the application started yesterday. And I've seen so many creators that I've never even seen stream one time in their entire life, making TikToks, making all this tweets, all this to try and get in when they don't even stream full time. They just want this opportunity and they're already big, so they can leverage their audience into getting in. But again, if you think Kai doesn't have a plan with this whole thing and how he wants people to get in, you're dead wrong. That guy is one of the smartest in the game, if not the smartest. He is so five-head. He is so he's 17 steps ahead of everything, always, because he understands it all and he really can see it from a third-person perspective. But just to reiterate, this should be your wake-up call to work hard. This might not be the opportunity that you get. This might not be the turning point in your career or your journey, but it can be the thing that flips your mindset on the whole thing. You are never going to make it, and I'm telling you this wholeheartedly. You are never going to make it if you aren't constantly going at this thing. I've said this before and other people have said this. The content sphere, the internet, wannabe content creators, it's very oversaturated. But it's oversaturated with competition that's nothing. People's average lifespans in this thing is maybe a year. It's probably way less than that. But even if you just consistently work, you consistently upload, you consistently stream, whatever, for a year straight, you have already outworked 90% of the competition. Now, it's about outworking the last 10%, which is the tricky part. I think holding expectations on when things are going to work or not is also invalid. I have a YouTube channel with about 15,000 subscribers that I've been, working on for 2 years straight. I haven't missed one upload. And more so recently, within the last year, I started uploading long form videos. And I always thought to myself, these long form videos are actually good. Maybe the idea is not as good as a different one. Maybe the title and thumbnail isn't as good as a different one. But core value, the actual video itself, I felt was good. And some of them would do well, some of them wouldn't, until one video popped off. And since then, all my videos have been doing, a lot better than every one. The lowest video since that 100K video was at 3K, which is like a high for me on any other video before. And the reason I say this is it goes to show that my videos actually were pretty good in some way, shape, or form. They were enjoyable by people. It was just about the eyes seeing it. And that's the main thing about content creation in general. You might have the most unreal, insane content in the world, but if no one's there to experience it, if no one's there to watch it, it doesn't matter. It's about how do I provide great content to people and also get it to their doorstep. Because once you already have a viewership, once you already have a base, people are watching, people are going to start clipping things, trying to send it out. Once you grow fans, they're going to want to send it to Yock, Sig, Fearbuck, Scuba Ryan, tweet this, tweet this, tweet this. You get one of those tweets, and it's like kind of like a exponential graph. But it's getting that initial audience, it's getting that initial eye on you. This is a great day to start. Any day is a great day to start. And I'm telling you, starting is the hardest part. Don't get discouraged if you don't get accepted. It should be a wake-up call that you need to work harder. You need to try harder. You need to try different things. Cenat is not going to save you. You are the only person that can. Kai has helped a lot of people's careers, Ray, Ty Lil, Dez, Punga, Lil Rodney's son. He definitely has the power too. But again, those people did it because they were themselves at the end of the day and they didn't freeze up. And Kai just gave him the eyes. That's all he did. Once the eyes were on him, they took it from there. And I want to leave you with this. When you're on the stage alone and the lights are shining the brightest, that's when your shadows get revealed the most. Now, if you've never practiced, if you've never even attempted to try to see what it's like to perform on these type of stages, you're going to freeze up and you're going to miss your opportunity. That's why putting in effort every day, learning, trying different things, putting yourself out there, so that way when you do get that opportunity, you shine. Because if Cenat brought me on stream, I'd probably freeze up. I would probably be really nervous. I'd feel uncomfortable, and that's going to negate my performance as a person, and I'm going to sell that opportunity. That's why I work so hard, and I'm trying to get into more comfortable situations and more comfortable with these things. But, going from maybe 5 people watching you at once to 20,000 is a little bit different. And that's something that you can never really prepare for. But having a plan is always good. And I feel that if you work hard enough, it won't be the only chance you get in life. But once again, good luck to anyone applying. I hope this helped you in any way. Be yourself at the end of the day. Grind. You got to outwork all of your competition day by day, night by night. When you're not working, they are. Remember that. I'm always working. I'll tell you what. From the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed, I'm editing or creating something. So just remember that. When you're out there having fun on the weekends, going to parties, I'm at my house, right here at this computer, editing something, working on something, trying to try something new to get uploaded for the potential chance of getting eyes. Because I could upload 1,000 videos in a row and they all get 0 views. It only takes 1 to get a lot. And I'm never going to get any views regardless if I never upload. Me uploading versus me not uploading is just saying I want a chance at this or I don't. Hopefully this is your wake-up call. But that's going to do it for this one. Peace.